What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? Good morning to you. Hope you are doing well. Hope you are staying warm and dry wherever you may be in this one. We're going to do another mock draft number 7 for us on the channel. We're going to go ahead and go back to mockdraftdatabase.com just so we don't put all of our chips in the PFF basket, although I have really enjoyed using that and will continue to do that. So this one offers trades, which PFF doesn't. So I just want to see what we end up getting into. Still waiting for that orange smoke to come out of the chimney at Berea. Browns do not have a coach yet. That will not influence what we end up taking or not taking, as there's just so many holes on this team that need to get filled. So appreciate you joining me again. My name is Phil Nagy. Nagy on Sports is the channel, only place on YouTube you're going to find simulated sporting events with live original commentary and the occasional Browns mock draft as well. So without further ado, drum roll please, let's boot this one off. There we go. There's the picks at the top. If we could see those. All right, we are on the clock. So we can go with trades here right away. A 3 this year, and then a 1, 2, and a 4 from Denver. They're probably going to be a playoff team. Just keep that in mind next year. Here's a 3, and then a boatload of picks from Arizona, including a 1, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6. That would be a whole lot of picks in 2027. Cincinnati wants to give us 10, 4, and then a 3, a 6, and a 6 next year to pull back to 10. So before I take any of those, let's see who's still on the board here. We got Bain, Maui Noah, Caleb Downs, Jordan Tyson, Jeremiah Love, Mansour Delane. So if we jump down to 10, one of these guys are guaranteed to be available. My guess is that they're going to jump up for Bain or for Caleb Downs. So there's a chance we could play with fire there, but I'm not going to mess with it here. As fun as it would be to pair Jordan Tyson with his brother Jalen Tyson, I think we're going to have to go here with the offensive tackle, Francis Maui Noah, I believe is how it's pronounced. And he will be a right tackle that we can depend on for hopefully a decade. And they're still going to get Caleb Downs. So Cincinnati was patient enough. They're still going to get themselves Caleb Downs. Morning, Alex. How we doing, buddy? Yeah, it could be LeBron's final game in Cleveland tonight. Maybe we should sim that one today, too. All right, Browns on the clock here next. And we're going to get 2 and 3 and a 3 offered. A couple of other picks. I don't love any of them, but I love that Mekhi Lemon has fallen to us. Somebody said if Amon St. Brown and Jackson Smith and Jigba had a baby, it would be Mekhi Lemon. And I know a couple of Browns insiders who are really high on Lemon, who watch a lot more tape than I do. So excited to be able to grab Mekhi Lemon there with that second pick of the first round. Very important for us. If Pregnon is there, right there, it's going to be perfect for us, and he is going to be there. So far, we can pick up an extra 6th to go back 2 spots. So far, this is going well for us. We can go tackle or we can go guard here. This one seems pretty obvious. I think you got to go with Pregnon. I don't know how French he likes to say his name. Messidor goes to the Bengals. They've got a good draft starting for them as well in this one. And the dogs are barking because somebody knocked on my door. It's just the UPS guy. Hope you're doing well. Enjoying it. This teacher here in Central Ohio is now on 3 consecutive snow days. Today I think it just has to do with the cold, as it's wind chills in the negative 20s. And they don't let kids go to school when it is dangerous for them to walk to school. And this one. All right. With our 3rd round pick, let's go ahead and see what kind of things are available. We can still go Bisonis, which again is another top guard in the draft. Connor Lew, one of the top centers in the draft. Isaiah World, if we want more of a project left tackle. A lot of that would depend on whether or not we have re-signed DeJuan Jones or not. There's Jake Slaughter, maybe the best center in the draft as well. A lot of actually pretty good choices here still for us, but I didn't think that Isaiah World would fall here. He is a little bit more of a project, but the dude is massive, and you cannot understand that. Yeah, maybe my dog should be the head coach. All right, working our way through the third round. Again, hope you're well. Thanks so much to all of my subscribers. Picked up 6 in the last week or so. That was awesome. Thank you if that was you. Really appreciate that. And also make sure you thumb up this video if you're interested in more mock draft content. Again, another snow day for this teacher, so we'll have some more sims coming in some capacity. Maybe we'll do that Lakers-Cavs game. It could be fun. Good reminder that it could be the last game in the queue, the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, whatever you want to call it, for LeBron James. LeBron James. All right, here's our 4th round pick. Now, just one trade offer. All right, so Stowers is, in many people's minds, the second best tight end in the board after Sadiq. We do need another tight end. We could go with Slaughter, again, one of the best centers. We could go for our depth corner, Devin Moore, Igbenosin, who had a very nice first day at the Senior Bowl yesterday. Dalen Everett as well. Katron Allen, Oscar Delp. So some pretty good people available here. Ted Hurst is turning some heads at the Senior Bowl for the Tape Knicks. He is a fast riser for sure. But I'm not going to overthink this one. We need another tight end. Eli Stowers, many people think the second best tight end in the whole draft. And if I can get him in the 4th round to go opposite of Harold Fannin with David Njoku not under contract, that would allow us, since we're already going to be paying David Njoku, to be able to go away from that a little bit in this one. Again, 4th round of our mock draft happening here. Appreciate you joining me for this one. Getting up towards the 5th round, Browns, remember, have 3 picks in short order. My guess is that in real life they'll probably get excited about somebody and package at least one of those to move up, would be my guess. But for right now, we are going to stay put. Okay, so now we're exactly into that that category of player. Again, we're going depth corner, depth linebacker, depth safety, more interior linemen if we wanted to do that. There's Pat Coogan if we want to go for the center right now. Well, there's been a lot of hubbub about him, so let's go ahead and get Ted Hurst here. At the very least, it'll make some of our Browns draft nerds excited about that one. All right. Then we're going to go ahead and choices in this one. It's a little bit early to go Reed Adams. He's another top guard. Pat Coogan could be the center of the future for the Browns. But here with this pick, let's go ahead and go with Damani Jackson. Depth corner, again, 4 or 5-star kid from Alabama. Kind of got lost in that shuffle of the Nick Saban stuff. But I think he's a good player. And then last but not least, here in the 5th round, we will take Pat Coogan and get ourselves the center of the future. Again, kid from Notre Dame, kid from Indiana. It's hard to not be biased to the team who just won the national championship. I will fully admit that. I will fully admit that. So, but definitely like the fact that he's a winner. He's experienced. Again, Notre Dame and Indiana, 2 big-time programs. Played a lot of big-time football. Very solid potential addition, and giving some competition to Luke Whippler in the middle as our mock draft continues to unfold here. Again, Nagy on Sports. I will again have more sims for you later today. Just not exactly sure which ones we will lean towards today, but maybe that Cavs Lakers one feels like the move. We're also ready for a big Texas Ohio State sim coming up later this fall. Yesterday we did Team USA and Portugal. They got rocked by Portugal in that one. Just trying to keep it fun, keep it flowing. And again, with the intense weather and extreme cold that we're having, we've now on my 3rd calamity day in a row here for this high school music teacher by day. All right, efforting our way to the 6th round pick rather. Okay, let's see where we're at now. If any of these names are jumping off the page. The brother, right? I think that's Spencer Fano's brother, right? Isn't it? Will Kazmarek, let's go. Cade Klubnik, how the mighty have fallen. He was a quote-unquote first-round guy a year ago. Harrison Wallace, Keelan Marion. So a couple of guys who played some pretty good football here near the end. Let's go ahead and go for that depth running back now. Mike Washington, Jamari Taylor, Noah Whittington, Jam Miller. Again, none of those guys are superstars. So when in doubt, I'm going to take the guys who played at bigger programs. We're going to go ahead and take Jam Miller here with this pick, just to give Quinshon Judkins a piece to play off of. Alex, it could, well, depending on where you're at, it could be coming. You may end up getting the whole week just because of the bitter cold. It just makes it, salt doesn't work on the roads, and the plows just can't get through all the neighborhoods, depending on what sort of school district that you go to. All right, Mr. Irrelevant here for the Browns in the 7th round, should they actually be around to take the pick. We haven't taken depth safety or depth linebacker yet, so I'll kind of be looking at those two positions. Don't really think we need much help on the defensive line. We're very deep there. I think all of the coaches that we would be hiring at this point are 4-3 guys, so we don't need to start remaking that room. And we certainly don't need to start remaking that room with a 7th round pick. So here we go. Mr. Relevant for us. Yeah, Keelan Marion's still there. Chase Roberts. Scooby Williams looks like he might be the highest rated. Let's see what safety and linebacker look like. Keyshawn Elliott, Scooby Williams, Eric Gentry, Santh Betchker. I do like Betchker. Again, I've watched a couple of Oregon games, and he was kind of all over the place. Another Indiana Hoosier, Devon Boykin. Shaheem Brown, a former pretty high recruit. Jalen Catalon as well. Guys who've kind of bounced around a little bit. Peyton Bowen, good player. Both of the safeties from Oklahoma still available. Don't have a strong lean one way or the other. I guess I'll go ahead and go with the kid from Indiana. Might as well take the champions here where we're at there. All right. Hey, Mason. Good morning to you in hopefully lovely Florida. I'm sure your home is under a foot of snow still. All right, here's the way our draft looked for this one. We decided to go offensive tackle first. Our first 3 picks got A pluses, so how about them apples? Francis Maui Noah to be the right tackle of the future. Makai Lemon again, sort of in that Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jackson Smith and Jigba mold of a receiver. Pregnon, one of the best guards in the draft as well. So 3 day 1 starters. Then we went Isaiah World. He is a massive human being. World is kind of a funny last name for him because he is gigantic. Kind of like DeJuan Jones, going to be a little bit more of a project, but between him and if you can sign DeJuan Jones, I feel decent about that left tackle option. Eli Stowers, the 2nd tight end available in the draft. Based on most people's boards, got him at the 107th pick. Ted Hurst, a receiver who is turning heads at the Senior Bowl already. Small school guy, big school talent. Then we went with a 5-star kid out of Alabama who just kind of got lost in the shuffle of a coaching change. That's what dropped him to 144. Then we went with a pair of Hoosiers here with Coogan and Boykin just taking champions, and Jam Miller thrown in the middle there. So that's kind of what our mock draft for today looks like. Like a pretty solid draft for me. Ended up not taking any of the trades. Nobody really knocked our socks off with the trades. But this Browns team would be better, specifically on offense, than last year's Brown team, regardless of who ends up being the coach, which, again, we are still waiting for at this juncture. So thanks for a few minutes of your time this morning. Again, I will have more sim action later. I'll drop in the Discord what I end up choosing. Again, it could be Buckeyes. It could be Cavs. Those are probably the 2 front runners. Maybe time for both. Who knows? All right, guys, take a rest of your day to be well until I talk to you next. Stay warm, stay dry, stay safe. And as always, go Browns!